8.4, last section of this chapter, or this portion of the chapter, because we're doing two tests on chapter 8. Officially, there's only been one type of problem you have not seen this time in terms of the chapter. This problem is not difficult, but remember that you do not rush through it. All right, it's very important that you do not rush through it. Just remember what the exponent is telling us. So when you see 4 squared, it means 4 times 4, which is 16. When you see negative 6 squared, it means negative 6 times negative 6, which is 36. We've seen this since chapter 1. Unfortunately, when you get here and the first thing you want to do is rush, you say, I don't know how to do it. Don't think like that. Just follow what the exponent is telling you to do. So this 2 is telling us something on what we need to do. So this means our first step should be expansion. All right, so it means that when we see 7x minus 2 squared, and I'm not going to work it out, that our first step should be to write 7x minus 2, 7x minus 2. Now we've seen that before, and that's what our lesson in the day before last lesson was about, was taking this thing, 7x meets 7x, 7x meets negative 2, negative 2 meets 7x, negative 2 meets negative 2, and wrapping that up. So this is a quick lesson because of the fact that that's pretty much the only thing that you need to learn for the test. That's the last thing you have not seen in terms of multiplying. So with that said, let's simplify these things real quick and get it done. Again, 5x plus 3 squared means expand it first. Now 5x meets 5x, and 5x meets 3, and 3 meets 5x, and 3 meets 3. Sorry if that's out of focus. Which turns into 25x squared plus 15x plus 15x plus 9. And the last thing that happens is these two things go together, making 30 and finishing it off. So again, the only thing different is the first step. Once you get past the first step, whatever you did yesterday should have, or the day before, should have gotten you through the rest of this stuff, because it's just that process. And as I explained in the last lesson, as long as you master the meetings part of it, it shouldn't be that bad. Looking at the next one, again, the first thing I would do is expand it. 2x minus 9, 2x minus 9. That's what that 2 is telling us to do. Write it twice. Now, 2x meets 2x. 2x meets negative 9. Negative 9 meets 2x. And negative 9 meets negative 9. So again, that part does not change. 2x to 2x, 2x to negative 9, negative 9 to 2x, negative 9 to 9. 4x squared minus 18x minus 18x plus 81. If you know the speed is too much for you, it's probably because you have not really worked on all this, the build-up skills that are up to this point. But like I said, feel free to rewind it, write down the problem after I finish it, and then go back, rewind it, and listen to it while I explain it. As long as you're doing what you need to do to stay up to speed and learn it, that's really all that matters. Negative 18, negative 18 make negative 36x, and then plus 81. All right. So again, that's the only type that you really have not seen. Although unofficially, there is still one more type of special case. Again, it doesn't need any extra thought since you've seen it already. Just look at the following problems with me as I walk through them. Now, I am not going to show the meeting, but on your homework, you'll have to. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. And when you go to put your like terms together, those two x's go away, leaving us x squared minus 16. It's odd because the two middle terms were actually opposites. Let's do the same thing here, and then I'll talk about what's going on. 2x and 2x makes 4x squared. 2x meeting negative 3 makes negative 6x. 3 meeting 2x makes positive 6x. 3 meeting negative 3 makes negative 9. But look at your middle terms again. They are opposites, which means they cancel, giving us 4x squared minus 9. Now, once you do this, you have to be careful to make sure they're opposites. So many students, once they see plus 5x, they cross it out. But 5 and 5 makes 10. They have to be opposites. -4, +4, gone. -6, +6, gone. So as long as that's the case, it does work. But again, it's not really something you need to worry about. It's actually going to be useful more in the next chapter. But again, if there's anything you notice about those problems that'll give you a hint that makes the middle term eliminate, it should be, let me get this paper back in front of you, that when you look at the original problem, everything is the same. X, 4, 4, 2x, 2x, 3, 3, except for the sign in the middle. And so that's pretty much what makes that work. So if you were looking at this, and again, this is not your homework, but just so you can understand when it'll work. If you had 5x minus 3 and you wanted the middle term to go away, then you would do 5x plus 3. Same terms, different sign. If you had 8x plus 11 and you wanted the middle term to go away, you'd use 8x minus 11. Because again, that's going to make it go away. If you had 6m minus 7n and you want the middle term to go away, you put 6m plus 7n, and that makes the middle term go away. So your pretest should be up now. Again, you just have to have a 90% on all your homework. Make sure again that you practice these processes. These tests are starting to get to the point to where if you don't practice and you're making small mistakes, you're going to miss a lot of questions and then have to retake it and not like the score you got. So practice, practice, practice. Make sure you get to that pretest. Send me emails on whatever's going on. And again, make sure you're showing me your work, and I'll be glad to help you out. Other than that, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Good luck.